What is your piece, Aria?
Oh, you want to chart that?
Yeah.
This is Aria? Aria?
Awesome.
Okay. Wait, you played it before, though.
Ooh, barn. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I just have it.
We'll be starting at 4.
Mario, what are you concentrating on today?
Dynamic contrast and stretching at the climax.
Cool. Okay.
So pick up the 4. Let's start there.
I meant to do that.
Third time's a charm.
Okay, not bad. Question for you.
We only have a second
Where
question.
is the high point of what you just played?
High point. I wanted to be right here at
Okay.
6.
Did you get what you wanted?
It was not. No, I did not.
Okay, good. Acknowledgement is the first step toward improvement. Okay, so I think part of what, like, when this started, if I had just like clogged up my ears and had no idea what was going on, I would suspect that you were at the apex of a Mahlerian opera.
Okay.
You were very big.
Okay.
And I thought, oh, this must be the loudest part of the piece. And then I was like, nope, no, it's not. He's got a long way to go.
Okay.
So you've got, like, I agree. It's very broad. It's very moving. Like, stuff's happening. Great, but you've got to start with the intention that you are not at your destination.
Okay.
You've just started the road trip, and you've got to eventually get there.
Okay.
Keep an eye on your left hand. When you are like right toward the end, flutes. Is this pretty low register? Not insanely. Well, okay, maybe the second flute, somewhat. If I was playing like very low flute, piano, and I saw this, I would probably stop playing, because that to me is a lot of tension, and that's probably not what they're wanting to do whenever they're playing that.
Okay.
So just take that left hand and just, or this. This is kind of like, I'm gonna slap you. This is a little bit more, just by turning it, it's sending a completely different message.
Okay.
Keep an eye on, I've never done this before, like this particular grip, but I think it will work. You've got to be very aware that if you start doing any type of weird, if it's detracting from, I don't know, if I notice it when I'm playing and it's not telling me anything musically, what's the point?
Okay.
If that's sending a specific message, I don't know what it is, but if it is sending a specific idea, keep it. If not, economize, and I think it's going to be a lot clearer.
Okay.
So can you maybe start here? Let's maybe work on your like getting to this high point.
Okay.
Is it one gradual thing? Is there kind of like a stop off? Describe this to me.
Usually at 4, the brass come in,
Yeah.
and it is supposed to be bigger than before.
Agreed.
But I mean it was too much. And then at 5 it's supposed to be even more, and then from 5 to 6 it's just a giant crescendo.
Okay, so this is mainly just a new statement of our theme with the different scoring,
Yes.
and then when we get to
And one
5, right? But when
Yeah.
we get to 5, that's when you start applying the gas.
Okay.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
maybe let's start back at 4 and think more of, instead of showing every single beat here, what is the most important? If this is a theme that you've heard 3,000 times before, then is there something else going on here that's more interesting than just the melody?
Okay. Yeah.
And can you be aware of this?
Okay.
It's gonna be my theme today,
Okay.
apparently. I don't know, but there's a lot of. Okay.
Okay.
So show us where we're going.
Okay. At 4 again.
Go-to, which is so you can't do that because I'm going to hold you down and make sure you can't. So maybe there's going to be something here, face-wise. Maybe you're going to have to start less to show more. You're going to have to come up with something different.
Okay, cool.
Try. So just at 5, guys. Relax. But occasionally as conductors, and I totally am in this camp, I go into like Lauren land, and I'm like totally like space out. We've all done that before. Doing it on the podium is not the best thing in the world, but usually I'm listening. But on my face, I can't. It's weird. I can't let them know I'm listening. That's not right. But I've got to be actively engaged and going with the music while at the same time listening, which is a little bit difficult. So can you? I want you to try it one more time. I'm just gonna. Yeah. Relax. Okay. I'm just gonna be a reminder.
Okay.
To keep this open. Let's try it again. Very good. Good job. You guys are great over here too. It's not like that, but I'm just trying to get you to center yourself a
okay.
little bit more.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. I'm out of time.
Yeah, just a couple quick things.
Yeah.
Something that Dr. Thompson, you mentioned Beacon. Years
Yeah.
ago when she was talking, she would just say, share your heart. Something, a technique that she teaches is to pivot on the podium. Just always share your heart with the most important
It's always
musical voice.
open.
Yeah. Now, you are a very literal person, and so am I. So I want to address something with you in front of them. About 5 cycles ago, it might have been last semester actually, I mentioned the technique that Jerry Junkin teaches. If an ensemble doesn't follow the tip, one way to get them to follow the tip is for the conductor to actually watch the tip. And it's a little bit of a sarcastic way of saying, oh, I can follow it, can you? And he does that really well because he's Jerry Junkin. You tend to do that a lot.
Okay.
So I would not do that. I would save that technique for when they're not following you because they're actually following you really, really well.
Yeah.
They're following you really well. So if you conduct anybody else except us because we know that, they're gonna think, wow, he's just paying attention to himself. It's really weird.
Or you're gonna get really dizzy.
Yeah, that too. Okay, thank you very much.